Hey everyone, good morning. This is Waters of Humanity, the divine waters from above the dome and the divine waters from within. Welcome. Um, so today I want to talk about um let me see. I want to talk about Sonya Massy and how this was a humiliation ritual done for a lot of reasons. Um so I want to let's go on here and let's see this. Okay, hold on. Let me oh, wait. Oh, why did I share this one? Hold on. Okay, so let me remove that one. And let me just do this again. Let me see. Presentation. So yeah, that was a humiliation ritual done to a black woman. And I'm pretty upset about this because let me just like share the screen first before I get my opinion. So the killing of Sonya Massey in Chicago, I think it was Chicago, Illinois, um, was brutally murdered by a six ether non-human being. Now, as you can see here, let's look at the video. So this six ether non-human being, okay, this is how I feel about I be personally, because I'm an oracle, I operate under higher consciousness. I see things differently than the normal average human being. And what you see here is definitely he has an archon attached to him, and he's also his consciousness is AI. So, and he's an NPC too. Um, the cop right here. Um, And this is the reason why I support defunding the police, because when you call the police to help you, especially as a black woman, they do not even do their job. So this is why I support defunding the police worldwide, especially in America. And it should be a new protection for humanity, not under the guidelines of an organization that was started to capture slaves. And the energy still when you wear like people need to understand this, okay? Because I see energy and I work with energy and I'm a spiritualist, I'm an oracle. So when you are not when people do not confront the issues that has been buried, for instance, all, what the police did back then with slave catching and things like that. It's still going on because America is built on that. That is part of the capitalism. That is part of the seller and buyer type of situation. So they have to keep this running in order to keep this beast alive in this dome. So because that energy has never been confronted, or that the people who started it, because they're long gone, but they're the chiefs and people of like each state who started this and the government, their children still are benefiting off of these police stations all across the United States, killing black people. And when you don't confront that energy, when you wear that outfit, you are basically putting on that killer energy. I don't care what anyone says. Okay. The police force is cursed. Every single person who wears those badges, I don't care if they're good or not, you're not doing you're not doing enough because the whole system has to be dismantled because this lady lost her life by calling the police, which they're supposed to protect. And he's already, well, this non-human, because he's at six ether AI. I don't consider this person human because, I mean, why would you kill Mother Earth? She's one, like literally, she's just, this lady is tiny. Look how big this man is. Look how big he is. And he's so fearful of his life on Mother Earth. Now, there's two different consciousness. Now, I'm going to esoteric because I am very upset about this. But anyways, we can watch this video.
What do you want help with?
No, do not do that. Sorry, my
I heard
cat.
somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked
Get
your house.
down.
We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all
Get
these
down.
backyards. We checked your front yard.
But you know what I want? I want justice for my baby.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You killed the wrong black woman this time.
Amen. Amen.
What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
Massy.
Huh?
Massy.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do.
But I want to tell y'all, the sheriff is here is an embarrassment because this man should have never had a badge. He should have never had a gun. He should have never been given the opportunity to kill my child.
I don't know where my ID is.
You got that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop
Oh my god, I was like talking the whole time. Okay, so sorry. So what I was saying about this is my mic was muted the whole time. And this my baby keeps on attacking everything. It's like, just lay down, honey. Okay, lay down. Lay down, okay? These AI Caucasoid non-humans attacked a black woman because of this. Now, this is really crazy to see this. Like literally crazy. Hold on. Where is it?
This man had 2 convictions for DUI.
Face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot.
Why would they shoot? Oh, like you're in someone else's house and you're shooting a black woman. This was a humiliation ritual. This was a humiliation ritual. And the fact is that when the ambulance came, they didn't even do nothing. She was bleeding out on the floor. They could have saved her life or did something. And these AI non-humans killed this black woman because of fear.
This man had 2 convictions for DUI.
Because of fear. Disgusting. And you wonder why I endorse and I pray that every single police station is defunded and every single police in the United States, I don't care if it's good or bad. I don't care because once you wear that badge, you are putting on the energy of a slave catcher. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how they feel. I don't care if the good cops or bad cops. I don't look at it that way. I look at things as energy. And because that this evil non-human six ether being murdered Mother Earth and it's in the year of the divine feminine, oh yeah, there definitely is going to be some repercussions there. Definitely going to be repercussions there. That lady literally called the police for help, and yet she is unalive because of these lizard AI non-human six ether beings being scared of something that is organic and with life.
This man had 2 convictions for DUI. He had a conviction for driving under the influence. And he was a member of law enforcement.
My Lord.
What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment to this country, to this county.
And they don't even care. And the thing about it is like, they don't care about melanated lives is because, again, is energy based. It's like how you put on that mega hat. And even though that some people may say like, oh, it's just a hat, that hat represents so much more than what people think it is. It's the energy. It's what's behind it is the reason why people are enraged with that hat. It's so much racism behind that, so much hate behind that. Archon energy, AI implant energy. When people even understand about cults, okay, when you are in a cult and you have, especially a cult that is spewing up evil energy, it does affect your consciousness. And when I see the police force, I don't care where it's at. They all are, to me, I think of them as slave catchers. I don't care what anyone says. I do not endorse the police. I do not care for the police. I want the police station, every police station to be defunded. I don't think, and it's just like the fact that she died in her own home when she called the police and for help. And that's just terrifying. For me, I'm not scared of police because I know I'm protected. They even try anything with me, honey. Let me tell you, the spiritual world, baby, they will eat that person alive. Now, I want to go, um, let me see. I want to talk about, and I hope and pray that her family gets justice for what happened towards her. Justice for Sonya, literally, justice for her. And definitely, I know this was a humiliation ritual with Sonya because this is in the time of the election. And this has a lot to do with hand in hand with the election because everything is codes. So I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Let me yeah. And then people and the thing about it, like I'm not even in politics. I don't really care about politics like that because I already know that it's all smokes and mirrors. It's not real. And everything is about bloodline. And they're already selected before we even vote. Either side, it doesn't really matter. So I really don't give a shit about politics. Um, but when that man killed that lady, it just triggered me in so much ways that people would want to vote for Trump. And if you heard him here, now these AI six ether beings that put on this slave catcher uniform, these police people, he said that he's going to give policemen, if he's in office, full immunity. And you can hear from his mouth.
Policemen are forced not to do anything when they want to, and under the threat of losing their pension, their house, their family, they lose everything, and they're afraid to move. They have to be. Anybody would be. They lose their house, their family, they lose everything. They lose their pension, and we're going to indemnify them, do the job. They can do the job, and they want to do the job. When they're standing there in front of a department store that's being looted by 400, mostly kids, but other people too, and they want to do something so badly, but they're told not to because there's liability. They're not going to have any more liability. They're going to do their job. They're going to stop it.
No, let me find it. Hold on. Trump. This is disgusting. Like I am just
Them back like they used to be. We're going to make them safe places again. We're going to give our police their power back, and we're going to give them immunity from prosecution. So they're
did you hear that? He said we're going to give them immunity for prosecution. So if this man is in office, he is going to put these laws all across the United States for these slave catchers to have immunity so they will not be prosecuted. So let's say that these six ether AI archon beings are killing black people and they're not going to get it. They're just going to get away with it. So basically they cannot be prosecuted. Do you know how dangerous that is? And then you have black people voting for Trump, knowing that, like, what? Are you crazy? Now, to be honest, I don't care about either one of them because it's all smokes and mirrors. But Trump, and then he has Project 2025 literally on the back door if he is elected. Do you know how dangerous this is? He just, you heard it from his mouth.
from prosecution, and we're going to give them immunity from prosecution. So they're not prosecuted for doing their job. We'll take over the horribly run capital of our country, Washington, D.C., and clean up, renovate, and rebuild our capital city so that it's no longer a nightmare of murder and them back like they used to be.
So again, Trump has a lot of his energy. He has a lot of bad people behind the scenes back him up. I don't know who I don't know what people are saying that he is going to make this country better again. I do not see that. Um, and me, I am an oracle. I do not see that of him doing that. I actually think that both parties are worse. And behind the scenes, they're just playing chess. They're deceiving both people. And also, I want to talk about Kamala Harris because this is really crazy to me that Black women are supporting this lady when she's not even a Black woman. Let's be honest. And we can fact check that because she did not identify as a Black woman before she was a vice president. So, like a lot of biracial or multiracial women, when they're in office or when in the spotlight, now they want to be Black, you know? And she's not a Black woman. This is point blank period. Um, and I'm going to show you this right now. She's not a Black woman. So let's read this together. So this is TimeMagazines.com. Harrison is Black and Indian. Her father, Donald Harris, is a Black man, of course, who was born in Jamaica. And Shamala Golapa, her mother, was born in southern India. Harris has spoken publicly for many years, including in her 2019 biographic about how she identifies with the heritage of both her parents. So she sees herself as biracial. And the fact that my people are under a spell, a deep spell, to not even recognize that Kamala is not Black, just shows how Black people are under hypnosis spell. Because even I can see that she's not Black. Her features, it's screaming biracial. So, and then you also have the Black sororities and fraternity lines backing up Kamala, the Divine Nine, all these Alpha Kappa sororities of Black women backing up someone that's not even a Black woman and doesn't even have our interests at heart. Kamala does not care about Black women. Let's just be honest. She does not care about Black women. The reason why she is being upped is because it is in white women interests. Okay. She does not care about Black women. Okay. She does because she's not a Black woman. In order for someone to care about us, they have to be us. You have to understand this. I personally do not want another biracial person mocking and being a Black woman. That is mockery. That is disrespectful. That she's up there, people saying that she's a Black woman. That's so like what? So does that mean that Black women cannot create themselves? So this is how I see it, right? If biracial women are claiming that they're Black women, so that means that there's a ratio of Black women as an entirely. I'm talking about 9-ether, neuromelanated Black women. Okay. I'm not talking about 8-ether. I'm not talking about 7-ether, 6-ether. I'm talking about 9-ether Black neuromelanated women. If she's saying that she's a Black woman now because she's running for president, if she's saying that she's a Black woman, then does that mean that Black women are not in the creation process of creating themselves? Like that we're not needed? So you're saying that like being Black does not, like, being a Black woman, right? If you don't come from a womb of a Black woman and you don't have 2 Black parents, you are not a Black person. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not here to debate this. This is just a factual genetic thing. Okay. I see things, like I said, energy, 9-ether, neuromelanated. If you don't have 2 Black parents, okay, Black man, Black woman, you are not Black. You are biracial or multiracial. Point blank, period. You can get mad all you want people see this video, multiracial that has a black father. That is not my problem. Talk to your father with his anti-blackness. Okay, talk to your father, or if he's in your life, with that anti-blackness of why he basically laid up and created you. Okay, and I'm talking to the multi and biracial, women and men that probably might come to my channel and get pissed off because I'm speaking the truth. You're not a black person. You are multiracial and you are biracial, period. I will not sit here and call Kamala black. And like I said, she is in the interest of Caucasian women. Again, Kamala is not in the interest of black people. I don't care what anyone says. I know how this is going to run down. And first and foremost, I do want to talk about what's going to actually happen in less than 100 days of election. There's not going to be no more presidency. This is all smokes and mirrors. What's actually going to happen? Ooh, should I say it now? There's not going to be no presidency. There's not going to be no more, because yeah, the higher beings, they're tired of this. They're tired of the bloodlines going back and forth, putting these people into this place of power when they're not actually serving the people. And the only person who should be president is a neuromelanated, nine ether, full black woman. Okay, that's of the higher heart, that's here to liberate all of humanity, not just black people, all of humanity. Okay. And if she is not in power, then there should not be no more presidency at all. There should not be no more presidents. There should not be nothing like that, because this is the year of the divine feminine. And because this is the year of divine feminine, which we're going to be headed in 2025, which is a divine 9 next year, we should not have no one as a president that is biracial or a Caucasian man. That means that the energy is being centered to them, and it's just going to be in a time loop. We're tired of that. I'm actually tired of that. I want to see a neuromelanated, 9 ether black woman in office as a president. And if that's not going to happen, then there should not be no more presidency at all. I'm tired of seeing the same thing happening over and over and over, of these older Caucasian men that are not doing anything for the country. Okay. And it's all just basically capitalism. They're not doing anything for the country, for people who are at the bottom of the totem pole, black women, the queer community, just like all the people that are disenfranchised because of how the system was run before. If you're going to be a president of the United States, you have to clean up what happened centuries ago, dismantle the laws that was on black people, queer people, and bring us back to a point where we have our own communities, our own towns. You have to, especially if Kamala is going to be president, I highly doubt that. And I highly doubt Trump's going to be president either, because I already know what's going to happen. But I'm not going to say that on this channel, because then I'll be shadow banned for so I'm not going to say that. But what I will say, hi, baby. What I will say is that Kamala is not for black women. She's not for black people. And that's just simple as that. She is literally here for Caucasian interests, especially white women interests. And that's it. She's not here for that. Now, she is a woman, and that's a good thing. but it should have been a neuromelanated Black woman. And I pray some way, somehow, that they get someone out of the blue that is a Black woman, neuromelanated, to be running for office on a Democratic or Republican. I don't care what side, but the divine feminine has to be anchored and she has to be back on her throne. That's just simple as that. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how they feel. Y'all are not in tune with the universe as how I am. I know what needs to be placed in the universe, especially on the throne, and it has to be a Black neuromelanated woman, full Black, 9 ether. Okay. That's how this game is going to be cleansed. That's how this game is going to be cleared, and humanity can be back to where it's supposed to be, higher vibrational frequency. The lands would be much more purer, all that type of stuff. Because once she's on the throne, then that means that higher energies and everything will be revealed. So she has to be on the throne, not a biracial woman, not a Caucasian man, and not a Caucasian woman. It's as simple as that. That is, if you understand energy like I do, then you understand that that's what needs to be done. And whoever votes for Trump, I mean, I ain't judging you. It is what it is. But if you're a Black person voted for Trump, you don't know what you're talking about. He does not, first of all, Trump, the energy that's around him, it is a mixture. Okay. A mixture of energy. And God is definitely not on Trump's side at all. Okay. If you really know what's behind the scenes, y'all will really gag, because what's on Trump, there's spirits that are, oh my gosh, there are very ancient spirits on Trump that is just so vile. Like, and then there is secret society members that I will not talk about it here, but baby, they're literally on Trump's side. And I'm just like, yeah, mm-mm, mm-mm. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Sonya's was a humiliation ritual, and I hope that her family gets justice. And that's another reason why, and I just want to say this before I get off of here. This is another reason why I want to create a society for Black women, just only. The fact that we can't even call the police for help and then they come back and kill us. The fact that we call the police, Sonya called the police for help. She called the police so she can have help. And then those two AI cops came inside her house and shot her dead. Okay, this is the reason why I said this almost a year ago, why we should have a society just for only Black women, because no one cares about our well-being, and the majority of the people are programmed to be against us, because this is how this capitalistic society is built on, by putting us down and keeping us down at a totem pole. This is the reason why I say this all the time, that we should have a society for ourselves, Black women. And any Black woman who votes for Trump, I just want to say this to you. Look at Project 2025. That is all I have to say. Read up all the 989 pages of Project 2025 and see if you want to actually vote for that man. Okay? Yeah, it was really unfortunate. I just had to come because I was so pissed off what happened to Sonya and Massey. That was just, and that's insane. And also, It happened in Chicago, Illinois. Now, that is a place that is literally a dead zone for Black women because there's a lot of big reports of Black human trafficking over there. Little girls being captured, especially Black women. You could look it up. That it was a studies on CBS News. No, sorry, ABC News. Actually, let me just show you guys because I don't want to because I like my facts. Let me just see this. Chicago. Black women murdered. Okay. Look at this. This little oh my gosh. Oh gosh. When I saw that man just now, this AI being postal worker. Wow, it's crazy. Where is it? Okay, let me see. Because everybody is literally talking about Sonya Massy is murdered. There we go. Okay, I found it. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Hope you don't take this down. Let me just remove this. Yeah, I had to make this live today because I was so upset when they killed that lady. And I was just like, what? In the year of the divine feminine, you gonna kill Mother Nature? Oh, you definitely baby. Everybody that was involved is going to get it. Big time. So let me just share the screen. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, this one.
I'm Kat Grant.
So this, and again, this just proves my point. This happened in Chicago, Illinois. So this is in Chicago. And
You don't want to see Donald Trump.
girl, get on my hold on.
I know.
It's people who look like me. Our investigation exposes the causes and consequences of Black women at risk.
Demanding his car.
Our biggest fear.
Breaking tonight, 4 teens, 3 15-year-olds and 1 16-year-old, all shot while on a front porch.
Being the next victim of a crime.
The man stumbled down the Chinatown platform, bleeding from his neck from a gunshot wound.
But what are your chances?
We're not just talking about 1 or 2 robberies here. We're talking dozens of them.
Who's really the most at risk? Is it white men, white women, Asians, Hispanics, Black men? No, it's not. It's women who look like Tonya Thomas.
It's scary.
According to Chicago police crime data for 2022, when you look at all the offenses, count all the victims, Black women are the most at risk.
It's honestly, it's not fair.
Unfair because that 67,000 means 25% of crime victims are Black women.
So look at this. 67,000.
25% of crime victims are Black women.
And 25% of them are Black women.
They make up only 16% of Chicago's population. And when the CBS 2 investigators kept digging, we discovered even more disturbing data. Black women represented more than a third of kidnappings, 35%.
They discovered and dug that 34% of kidnapping, 35% of assaults
of
happen with
assaults,
Black women,
38% of batteries,
38%
attacks, and
of
injury,
battery,
40% of rape victims. And
40% of our victims.
let this sink in. Black women are 52% of human trafficking victims.
52% of human trafficking victims in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois, 52%. That is crazy. 52%.
Remember,
And this happened with Sonya Massey in Chicago, Illinois. And you wonder why I say that we should definitely have a society for ourselves. Honey, stop putting your paw on my computer. And you wonder why what just happened? And you wonder why we should have a society for ourselves, because this stuff is continuing to happen to disenfranchise innocent women. I don't get what is the fear of Black women. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's just it doesn't make sense to me why people are so scared of Black women, when the fact that like we are literally being taken out left and right from the men in our community because they have a virus they're on the MK Ultra programming. And then, you know, the Caucasian men, all people. And the fact that people are scared of Black women, like me personally, yeah, I had my share of like um in the past of dealing with certain Black women that were anti-Black and they really didn't like other Black women succeeding. But I never was hurt badly by a Black woman. Like, it's just like, I just don't see it the way how people see Black women. I really think that we are very disenfranchised in this community, and we definitely need our own community for ourselves, because what you saw here with Sonya Massey was a humiliation ritual. And this happens a lot. She was shot in her head, close to her pineal gland. And this is demand justice, especially in the year of the divine feminine. This is the reason why I came on here to make this video. And I don't know if you heard Trump, but if you didn't hear what Trump said, let me see the audio. Let me see something.
they're only 16% of the population.
Anyway, if you didn't hear it, oh well. I can just go on live again. But yeah, I'm out of here. This is Borders of Humanity. Just wanted to make this quick video today. So, baby, gotta stop playing with everything, okay? All right, bye.